Have you ever felt that people only remember you when they need something? Not because they miss your voice, not because they want to sit with you and laugh, just when it helps them. This feeling is painful, but it's a silent kind of pain. People don't talk about it, but many people feel it every day. If you feel like this, then don't worry. You are not alone. Maybe this video is made just for you. You are watching Elderly Real Talk. Here, we talk about the truth that most people don't say. If you feel peace or connection from today's video, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon too. Because we will keep talking about things like this, real and honest. Now, let's begin. Have you ever noticed that your phone rings only when someone needs something? Many days, even weeks pass and no one calls. But suddenly, a message comes. Not a message like, "How are you?" or "I miss you," but only, "Can you do this for me?" This silence and then a request. It hurts. You start feeling like you are not a human anymore, just someone who does work for others. This pain is not loud. It's quiet. It stays in the heart. And slowly, it changes everything. For many old people, this becomes a truth of life. People remember them only when they want help. Not because they miss them, not because they want to talk, only because they need something. And this hurts more than being forgotten. It feels like they only remember you when you can give. You feel it in small ways. On your birthday, no one comes. But when someone wants a babysitter, your phone rings. No one calls just to talk. But they do call when they need help. And you tell yourself it's fine. You say, they are busy, they have jobs, they have families. But deep inside, your heart breaks a little. You start thinking, do they love me? Or do they only need me? Look at Margaret. She is 76 years old. She lives alone in a small flat. Her house is full of photos of her children and grandchildren. Once, her house was full of noise, happiness, and love. Now, it's very quiet. Her daughter only calls sometimes when she needs someone to look after the kids or take a parcel. Margaret always says yes, because when she helps, she feels important. It gives her a reason to feel alive. But when the help is done and silence comes back, her heart feels more empty. She thinks, if they didn't need anything, would they even call me? This doesn't happen in one day. It happens slowly. You help because you care. You love them, and in the beginning, it feels good. Helping gives you purpose. But when it becomes a habit, when every talk is about work, it starts to feel bad. You don't feel like a person anymore. You feel like just a helper. And when that happens, even small requests hurt. You start to change without knowing. You sit near the phone more often. You make food for people who never visit. You keep your house clean in case someone comes. But no one comes, and you say you're fine. You smile. But deep at night, in a quiet room, you feel lonely. You feel like people only see you when they want something. Then, there's guilt. You feel bad for feeling angry. You say, it's good to help. You think love means always helping. But love without care feels empty. When people only call you for help, you feel like a backup, like a tool. Always ready, but never chosen first. You feel tired in a strange way, not in your body, but in your heart. You feel it when you wait to answer a message, when you think, will they ask about me, or is it another favor? No one talks about this pain. It doesn't come with shouting, it lives in silence, but it hurts a lot. It hurts because you feel used, not loved. You remember your younger days. You were the one who made plans, cooked food, and kept everyone together. You were in the center. Now it feels like you are just standing outside. You are still here, still kind and loving. But people only call when they need to fill a gap, and when that gap is filled, you're not needed anymore. This is not always done with bad intentions. Sometimes people don't even notice what they are doing. They smile, they say thanks, but they don't see your pain. They don't see the empty time after the work is done. They don't see how you sit with the phone in your hand waiting for a call that's not about a job, but just to talk. So you start to become small, not in body, but in feelings. You speak less, you expect less, because expecting hurts, because hope brings sadness. And slowly you start to believe this is your life now. That being needed is the only way to be wanted. But maybe this is not the truth. Maybe you are more than just useful. Maybe you are not the problem. Maybe the problem is the belief that your value is in what you do. Sometimes we teach others how to treat us. When we always say yes, when we always help and never speak about our needs, people think we don't have any. Not because they are bad, but because we never say anything different. This does not mean you should stop being kind, but kindness without limits makes you invisible. You deserve more than just being helpful. You deserve love, care, and time. You should be loved for who you are, not only for what you give. Maybe it's time to say no sometimes. Not with anger, but with self-respect. Maybe stop waiting for their call and start calling them, just to talk, not to help. Maybe show them that you are more than your help, because it's true. You are not just someone who does work. You are not just useful. You are a person with a big heart, a good mind, and many stories. If someone only sees you when they want something, they are not really seeing you, and you deserve to be seen. Sometimes it feels very sad when people forget you between the times they need you. Not like they don't know you. They have your number. Your name is saved as mom or dad or grandpa in their phone. But if they don't want any help, they don't call you. Then you understand. Being present in someone's life doesn't mean you are important. You are there, but only like a side character, not like before when you were in the center. It's not about big things. Most old people don't want gifts or attention all the time. They just want small things, like a phone call asking, "How are you?" A small visit with no reason. A hug without asking for anything. These are very simple things, but when they are not there, you feel a big empty space inside you, and that space keeps getting bigger with time. The sad part is, you understand why this happens. You know life is hard. You were also once busy, working, taking care of kids, running around. So you make excuses for them. You say to yourself, at least they remember me when they need help. But deep down in your heart, you want more, not because you are selfish, but because you are human. People forget that even when you get old, you still have feelings. You still want love, care, and kind words. Just because your hair is white or your bones hurt doesn't mean your heart has stopped feeling. In fact, these feelings become stronger with age. When everything around you becomes quiet, you want someone to really see you, not just for what you can do, but for who you are. Think about Frank. He is 82 years old. He used to be an important man in his town. He has 4 children. Now he just sits on his porch and watches cars go by. His children live nearby. But they only come when they need something. They bring packages for him to keep, or ask him to wait for workers, or borrow things. They smile and say they'll come back soon. But soon takes many weeks. Frank doesn't say anything. He smiles, says thank you, and helps them. But when they leave, he sits quietly for a long time. Not thinking, just feeling. Feeling that he is only useful now, not loved. This happens to many people. It's not a big sad story, it's just many small moments. But when you join them all together, it becomes very painful. You were once everything to someone, the person they loved, trusted, and needed. Now, you are just someone they come to when others are busy. And still, you stay quiet. Because you don't want to look needy. You don't want anyone to say you are too emotional. So, you hide your pain. You keep giving, keep helping, keep showing up. You hope that one day they will remember you are not just someone who helps. You are someone they should care about. But here's a truth no one says. Silence becomes a habit. When you always let people come to you only when they need you, they start to think it's okay. Not because they are bad people, but because you taught them that you will always be there, even if they give you nothing in return. And slowly, this makes you feel empty. You give love, but no one gives it back. You listen to others, but no one listens to you. You are always in the background, and they are living their lives in the front. It's very hard to accept this kind of pain. The world teaches us that being helpful is a good thing, and yes, helping is good. But there is a difference between helping out of love and being treated like a tool. When your whole relationship becomes just about what you can do for someone, it loses its beauty. Talking becomes just about work. Visits become like chores. Love becomes something like a duty. Some people try to change this quietly. They don't pick up the phone quickly. They reply late, not because they want to hurt anyone, but because they are tired. Tired of being used. They want to be loved. They want someone to say, "We want to see you," without needing something. But this also brings sadness, because when you stop answering quickly and no one calls again, it hurts more. It makes you feel like, if I stop being useful, they will forget me. So what can you do? How can you find peace when your worth is only about helping others? Maybe the answer is to change your thinking. Don't wait for others to change first. You change inside. Know that your value is not small just because you say no sometimes. Real love does not mean always saying yes. Helping should not mean becoming invisible. You don't need to prove yourself again and again. You already gave your love, your time, your energy. You raised them, fed them, helped them. That was enough. You are enough. You have the right to ask for more. Not more work, but more love, more attention, more time spent together, with no reason, no list, no need. And if they don't give it, maybe it's time to look somewhere else. Maybe go to a community center, join a book club, take walks with people who enjoy your company, not because they need you, but because they like you. Because being needed feels nice, but being loved feels much better. And if no one said this to you for a long time, let me say it now. You are not just needed. You are loved. You are special even when you are not doing anything. Your smile, your stories, your presence, they matter. They are enough. Don't believe that you are only important when someone needs something. You are much more than that. You deserve love that stays even when there is nothing to give. Sometimes the hard part is not when people ask for help. The hard part is when they go silent after getting help. Everything becomes quiet again until they need something else. In the beginning, you don't notice this. You think maybe life is like this. People are busy. They have many problems. But slowly, you see the truth. They call you only when they want something, to fix something, to watch something, or to handle something. And when it's done, you are forgotten again, like a switch turned off. It feels very lonely, because you know you can help. You know how much you have already helped. But deep in your heart, you want something more. You want real love, real care. You want to feel that someone wants you, not for your help, but for who you are, for your thoughts, for your stories, for your smile, for just sitting with you. Not because someone else was busy, but because they truly wanted to be with you. This truth is hard to accept, especially when you are older. You gave your whole life to others. You built relationships. You raised a family. You gave your time, your love, everything. You thought that in old age you would feel love back. But now you see, relationships need care too. Just like plants, if you leave them without water, even strong plants can die. You remember the times when your home was full of people, when your time was special for others, when your advice was not just to finish a job, it was respected. People remembered it. But now it feels like you are just an extra, like you are always available. And maybe that's the saddest part. You gave too much. You were always there. So now people have forgotten your real worth. But maybe it's time to change this. It's okay to say, I want to help, but I also want to talk. It's okay to ask for more. Not more work, but more care, more time, more connection. Because as you grow older, you understand that time is too important to spend being half seen. This is not about fighting, not about blaming others. It is about giving value to yourself. You have seen so many ups and downs in life. You have loved, lost, laughed, cried. You deserve to be loved fully, not just used. You have the right to say no. You have the right to rest. You deserve respect. And if someone leaves you because of this, maybe they were never truly with you. Think about how many times you put your own needs behind. How many times you were tired but still said yes. That is not just kindness. That is love. But love must come from both sides. When it doesn't, it slowly breaks your heart. There is nothing wrong in wanting to feel needed. It is a normal feeling. But needing to feel needed all the time, that is not good. It makes you say yes when your heart says no. It makes you accept being ignored just to get small attention. It makes you believe that you are only loved when you help. And that is not true. You were always valuable. From the day you were born, you had worth. You don't need to do anything to earn love, and this truth becomes more important with age. Because now, in these slow and quiet years, you finally get a chance to live for yourself. Maybe that means you call someone, not to help them, but just to talk. Maybe it means joining a group where nobody sees you as a helper or emergency contact. They see you as you, just you. Maybe it means making boundaries, saying, "I'm sorry, I can't do that now," and not feeling guilty. That's how you start respecting yourself, with small steps, small decisions. When you say, "My value is not in the work I do, my value is in my heart." This change is not easy. It takes courage. It takes honesty. You have to look at your relationships and ask, do they love me or just what I do for them? This question is hard. It feels painful, but not asking it won't fix anything. Sometimes the truth is simple. People forget. They don't want to hurt you. They don't know they are using you. That's why your voice matters. You still have a voice. You still have the power to speak, not with help, but with honesty, with truth. You can say, "I miss being with you," when there is no hurry. You can say, "I like helping you, but I also want to sit and talk." These words can open hearts. They can remind people that you are not just a helper. You are a person. But if nothing changes, if the door doesn't open, then it's okay. You move forward. You find new people, new places, new love. Because your worth is not decided by people who don't see you. If someone is blind to your value, that does not make you any less beautiful. If they are silent, that doesn't mean you don't have a voice. You have full right to protect your peace. You can ask for better love. You can walk away from people who only need you, not love you. You can start fresh. It is never too late. You have lived so much life. You have so much wisdom. You have given so much love. Don't accept being remembered only when someone needs something. Next time your phone rings, ask yourself, does this person really know me, or do they just need me? Then ask, do I want more than that? And if the answer is yes, and I believe it is, then don't wait anymore. Don't wait for others to remember you only when it suits them. You deserve to be loved, just for being you. You always have.